We're in a new space race, but instead of different countries battling for superiority, private companies are fighting for contracts. This competition is reducing the cost to access space, allowing more trips into Earth orbit, and changing the way we launch and now reuse rockets. All great things for the University of Iowa.
And the Falcons have landed.
My son is 3. For him, the new normal is that rockets not just launch and are expendable, but instead that they come back.
We can do good science at low cost.
It's space flight, so it's not routine, but making space flight routine is huge.
And liftoff, the final liftoff of Atlantis.
NASA hasn't launched a rocket of its own since the last space shuttle mission in 2011. But right now, private companies are filling the American launch void. Within this decade, private company launches are expected to triple. Commercialization is creating new opportunities at lower cost for government spy and communication satellites and for those exploring science.
It's brought the cost down again. The HaloSat from start to finish will be a 4-year project. And when we're done with that, we'll do another one.
HaloSat is a new NASA-sponsored project at the University of Iowa. It's looking for missing matter in our galaxy. It's a big mission for a small package. NASA calls it a CubeSat.
And the liftoff of the Atlas V and NOAA's GOES-S.
The newest weather satellite, GOES-S, now known as GOES-17, took decades to plan and billions of dollars to launch. But CubeSats are different. Large satellites weigh more than 6,000 pounds, but CubeSats are about the size of a shoebox.
Really what we're doing is decreasing the cost of accessing space, which means that we can leverage talent that we already have here at the university.
Commercialization doesn't just apply to the rockets these satellites ride on, but also the satellites themselves. Rather than creating their own solar panels and batteries, now there are other options.
When we originally proposed HaloSat, we were going to have NASA Wallops Space Flight Center build that part, but after looking at the landscape, once we got the money, we realized it was much less expensive to go ahead and buy that from a private company.
With cheaper access to satellites, getting into space is also happening faster, giving Iowa's students a hands-on experience.
Our HaloSat only took 2 years, so I got to be here for the actual designing, building, and then launch of it, and I'll still be in school when we start getting data back from it.
2, 1.
Following a successful July launch, HaloSat will soon start transmitting data, allowing researchers to begin answering questions about our galaxy.
I'll help with the data analysis once we start the science observing program. I'll be conducting my own investigation into the Vela supernova remnant with some HaloSat data that I'll be getting. While the private sector is getting more involved in space, researchers say without NASA, some projects wouldn't get off the ground in the first place.
I wouldn't like to see government-funded NASA research disappear, and I don't think that privatized industry is any replacement for it. But in addendum, working together, you can see the best of both worlds.
Scientists believe a collaborative approach will guide future exploration into better understanding our universe.
It's the potential of what we have to discover. Maybe we'll prove something we already did know. It's that thrill of the unknown.
HaloSat will spend 1 year in orbit for a science observing program and will start sending back data in the near future. Nick Stewart, CBS 2 News.